Well, welcome to the KC Stars, where we talk to people in the local Kansas City film community. And I have with me Amanda, who goes by Manda Blanchard, who is a producer, writer, director, intimacy coordinator, and medical consult, because she's actually a chiropractor. All right, I've
Yeah,
introduced you, but introduce yourself.
you nailed it, Kyle. I mean, like you literally got everything. Um, I do everything in film, but starting, I'm a writer. So we have to start off with an opening image. So Kyle, hypothetically, how much would it cost me to hire you to kill somebody?
Well, what's their name? No, no.
Well, I haven't wrote the part yet, but that's what we do. So that's our opening image. We're gonna kill somebody at the end of this episode. Stay tuned till the end. We'll find out who's on the hit list. Thanks for
Well, on
tuning
a different change of topic, not made for kids already, I can see on this one.
in.
But the
Awesome. Count count the beeps. It'll be okay.
uh, how you were a chiropractor and in the military. Can you tell us like just about your background?
Yeah, I was in the military when I was really young and found out that fat girls shouldn't be in the military. They have problems with that. So they kicked me out, sent me packing. I fought them long enough to get my educational benefits. And so I went to the highest I could go with the amount of money that they gave me. And so I became a chiropractor. So
Wow. Was that in Kansas City or somewhere else?
it's in Iowa, neighbors, not in
Wow.
Cleveland. Sorry.
Are you
I do
from
love that
Iowa?
coverage. Yes, I am.
Oh, you're
Mhm.
from Iowa. How long have you lived in Kansas City?
I moved down to Missouri in 2014.
Oh, so
So,
quite a
I
while.
know, a little bit.
Yeah, you used to be way up north by the Iowa
Mm.
border. Was
Yep.
that to be close to family or?
I owned a farm up north. So, a farmer, and I wasn't a chiropractor. I have a special needs son. And so was a stay-at-home mom with him. And now he's pretty much grown and ready to move on to um, young adult services. So I'm needing my own life. And so
Awesome.
I'm here to tell his story, is why I'm here.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you, you brought up like basically by asking me to kill somebody as the bad guy in a movie. That is exactly what you should do. Put me in the movie as the bad guy. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's do this. Because
Yeah.
that's where we met. Do you remember where we met at?
Was it Wholesome Grove or something else?
Yes, it was
Okay.
Wholesome Grove. That was one of my very first times on set was watching you act.
Oh, well,
Did
I'm
you,
sorry
did you
that
know
you
that?
had to go through that.
No, it's fantastic. I loved it so much.
Yeah. And
It
you
was
got to
great.
see the movie. Were you there at the Kansas City Film
N-
Festival?
no, I missed it
Oh,
because
okay.
of the when it came out. So
Yeah.
no, I
Have you got to
haven't.
see it yet?
No, I haven't. I'm waiting.
Well, that's
I
okay.
actually
You
talked to
can,
Eric about it. I was like, listen, Eric, I don't want to watch this without you.
yeah, it's on Tubi as well, so
No,
you can watch it free.
no, you guys got to come over and like we'll do a viewing party and stuff. It'd be more
Actually, that would
fun.
be great. That would be
It'd be
great.
way wicked.
Yes.
I'd enjoy it.
Um, so how did you get started? If you were in the military and a chiropractor and a special needs mom and all of these other things and a farmer, how did you get started with film?
Um, my son, he was exposed to radiation at a VA hospital when I was pregnant. And so he was born without the ability to form his own words. But as he started growing up, he started talking a little bit, and it was always following dialogue from a movie. It was actually Shrek that got it. Um,
Oh,
one of the moments is when Puss grabbed his claws and he was like, "Move," and Donkey's like, "I'm dancing." He's like, "Well, then it's up to me," and he used his claws and wiped that butt of the donkey, and the donkey took off running. Because when my son did that to me, and told me to move, that I realized we knew how to communicate,
that's
and it was
awesome.
through movies. And so I came to Hollywood to give him back his words.
That's a beautiful, beautiful story that you just told. I really liked it. Um, what are you looking to accomplish?
I want to let the world know about people with disabilities.
Okay,
Sometimes we're in the corner hidden, and a lot of people don't even see the full disability. And so I want to bring inclusion into Hollywood, let people know that there's a wide spectrum of people out there and we're all beautiful.
that's awesome. You know, I worked at the Springfield regional office for years, and then I was an investigator for Department of Mental Health, state of Missouri
Mhm,
for years. And there's so many people out there whose lives are totally different than like the way we typically live our lives, and the families, like the mothers and fathers, it is so hard. People don't seem to
mhm,
stay together as often. They do sometimes, obviously, but it seems to be like it's hard for people to stay together anyway sometimes, but it's really hard. I just think the stress of that is,
mhm,
and people think, well, I'm going to leave, and the people that stay are just outstanding, caring,
mhm,
doing their job like they should, but it is still so hard for people. I
mhm,
think I keep thinking the word beautiful. I think it's beautiful whenever
mhm,
people provide care and help other people that they're responsible for. So it's beautiful what you're
mhm.
doing.
Yeah, he's my heart. I love it. And he opened up a world that I would have never known existed. So I'm so thankful
So he's what
because
got
this
you
is
into movies then in the first
mhm,
place.
100%. It was all him.
Now,
He loves movies just as much as I do.
that's
Like,
awesome.
oh, Kyle, you don't even know. We walk into Walmart and he'll just scream out, "Watch out, she's got a gun." And I'm
Oh my God.
embarrassed.
Oh my
We're
God.
in Missouri, so it's okay.
Yeah, everybody else does too. Yeah.
Everybody has a gun. Nobody stops here. But in California, it's a different story.
Yeah, that's right. Um, Tell me about how you write because you've been writing for a little bit now. How many, like, what's your process?
I don't have a process.
Okay.
Um,
Chaotic writing.
yeah, yeah. Because every story you write, you learn something new about yourself and your process, and you should grow every time you write. So every time you write something new, you should have another tool. And so your process should be a little bit different every time. I don't, so it's chaotic, but
Well, let me reword it. Like you have the introduction, the main part of the story, and the ending. Do you start with any of those in mind, or do you just start with the first sentence and just start writing? Do you have any part of the story?
I have the opening image is the most important thing.
Okay.
You gotta keep people in the seats. They don't want them changing the channel. So glue them to the street and meet to the seat. That's why we're killing people.
Okay. You're gonna
And
get
then
them to pay
you
attention.
got you got to get them to pay attention. You got to get them to care. So and then the twist at the end. You got to have something that they're not expecting, that they're not seeing, that's weird, and so that pays off. But then the reason why they stayed, and
Wow.
then
So,
fill in with fun.
are you thinking about like horror being your main thing, or like what do you
Comedy. I'm a comedy
comedy?
writer.
Oh, the
Mhm.
opposite. Okay, well, ignore my shirt then.
I write that I started there because everybody does that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's good.
mhm,
But yeah, like
mhm,
this is horror, the old house. That's kind of horror, and then that's definitely not horror. But yeah, like I
yeah,
like,
horse and gross.
yeah, I
Yeah.
like a variety of genres, but I do not want to do
Mhm.
horror only. I can tell you that. But I kind of like horror, but I don't want to do horror only.
There's just so much horror here. It's a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm in a lot
A
of horror.
lot of people are doing it.
Like that's what it is. I mean, that's
Mhm.
it's an opportunity. I would actually love to be in a movie with Patrick Ray. He does horror. I would love to be in a movie with him. Um, I don't know if you know Patrick Ray. I barely do, but I really want to be in one of his movies.
I'm working with him this year, so I'll
Oh,
put in
are
word
you
with her.
really?
Yeah, we're doing a project in January together. So
Oh, wow.
I don't even know what it is yet. He just told me he's like just show up, and I'm like, okay.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I would like to be in something because I feel like his stuff. is seen
Oh,
a
he's phenomenal.
same Todd Sheets, his stuff is seen a lot. Uh,
Yeah.
they're both people who've been doing it a long time, so they have a
Mm,
following,
mm,
and so they end up with like their stuff gets
really.
seen. So
Roger Gray's phenomenal. He's just, oh, he hits it. It's good.
yeah, yeah,
Really good stuff.
right. Well, what have you learned in your tenure as a writer, producer, all these things? What have you learned?
The most important thing is love your people. You never know what everybody has skills. Everybody is vital in Hollywood. And so the better you can treat your people, the more you can love your friends, you will get love back. Every opportunity I've had in film is either because I served my country or because I served my friends,
I like it.
hands down.
Yeah, I like it. Where do you spend your spare time when you're not working, doing movies, hanging out with your son? Like, what do you do?
There's no such thing. Um, I'm type A female personality. So driven. I want nothing more than to be out in Hollywood. I work 80 hours a week. If I'm not writing, I'm producing. If I'm not producing, I'm networking. That's all I want to do with my time. Like, I don't even like my kids that much, Kyle. Like, they're raised, they're fine. I did my time. Let me free, let me be free. Let's do this. So, um, we hang out, do lake stuff, which by the way, you're totally invited. I hope you like fishing or something, swimming.
Awesome.
Mm,
Awesome. So you're by a lake now. That's kind of cool.
yeah. hmm Yeah, down
Very
in Lee
cool.
Summit. So,
And how long have you been there?
I went out to LA in June and I just sold the farm and never went back
Wow.
after LA.
So you
So,
went from I don't want to say the name of the city, it doesn't matter, but like
yeah,
from a little town up in the Missouri-Iowa
yeah.
border for
hmm
more than a decade. You
hmm
went to LA for how long?
3 weeks.
Three
That
weeks.
sounds
Okay.
that sounds really bad. Like I'm
I thought you were going to
like
say six
very
months.
fancy.
Okay. What did you do for
Like
3 weeks in LA?
there is a program, a fellowship with called the Veterans Writing Project, and
Oh,
the WGA has a fellowship. They open it up every year, and they bring 50 veterans out, and they teach them the craft of Hollywood. To from writing to pitching, we go through the whole process.
wow.
And so I started it in June, and we are now done with all of our writing and we're heading into the pitch phase. And so in March, I'll pitch my project to everybody in Hollywood.
Wow. What is your project about holding enough back that no one steals your idea?
Oh, they can't steal my idea. They can try. I'm not, no. It's called Learning to Fail, and it's a true story. So that's why I'm like, they could try.
Yeah.
But it is about my story about being a disabled veteran and dealing with a nonverbal son as I go through the challenges of providing a life for him against the challenges of child protective services and um, securing a job with the special needs. And then in the process of learning that even with mental health challenges, the most important thing is your family.
Wow.
And it's
Wow.
a comedy and it's dark.
Well, it actually
But
sounds wonderful. It doesn't sound like a comedy, but sometimes things can have comedy when you don't expect it. So,
it, when you talk about multiple personalities, that's what we're going to play with.
okay,
So it's,
okay.
yeah, so it's
Very
fun,
cool.
but,
Very cool. Where
but
can
it
we
is.
see your work that you've done?
Hmm. Right now everything is still in festival circuit.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, because since we're heading into, with this, I wrote a feature, which is what that was. And pitching it, I don't know where it's going right now. And so if it gets picked up, then we'll go that route. But if not, then we are going to start pre-production here for production 27. Sure. So it's going to be get done. We just don't
It's
know
going to
whether
be
it's going
seen.
with studios.
Yeah, it's a matter of where it's going to be filmed, but you know
Yep.
it's going to be filmed.
Yeah. Whether with us, which, I love us, but studios are awesome too sometimes.
That's awesome. I was going to show you a few pictures and ask you to talk about these. All right.
Okay.
What is this?
Okay. This is on the set of The Fifth, with my dear friend Bobby, um, from the Bird Comedy Club. He was out in LA when I was out in LA this summer. And the back of, you see the man facing us in the seat, but the man with his back to us is Eric Roberts, Julia
Oh,
Roberts'
yeah,
brother.
yeah. I saw something about him before. He's the most prolific actor, like where he has
Yes.
done like on IMDb, I guess hundreds, and he's just
He has,
prolific.
he has about 800 films right now.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
tremendous. That's really cool though. So you were there
Mm-hmm.
on set.
I was an extra in that.
Okay. What is this?
Drew Smith's, he did a film where he did a film every day for 30 days. And I ended up starring in that. And so that's a project from one of my besties.
So what did you do? How did you star in it?
I was in, it was at the Casey International Film Festival, and we were getting our pictures and our awards and stuff from that. So I was in that with an award ceremony.
Oh, very cool.
Only Grants was my very first film that I wrote by with my one of my besties, Sean. It was in a competition with the Independent Film Coalition of Kansas City.
Cool.
That's a group that gets together, and 3 times a year we do a competition in film. And this time was a competition called a 1-3-5, where we spun a wheel, and no matter what number we landed on, a one, a three, or a five, that's the length of the movie you have to create. We
Wow, that is fantastic. I've been a part of the IFCKC for years, and I knew the 135, but I didn't realize it was randomly chosen. I thought you said
Yeah,
I'm going to do a 3-minute film, or you said I'm going to do a 5-minute film.
no, yeah, we stood on stage and we spun. We spun a 5 minute, and so Only Grants is a 5 minute comedy about elderly entrepreneurial women who decide to make a little cash on the internet and how that goes for them.
That's hilarious. That is great. Congratulations on that as well. Um, and it was at the IFCKC, the Independent. I always thought it was international, but Independent Film Coalition,
Of
Kansas City,
Kansas City. Yep.
at the Bird Comedy Theater. They do so many things and like these little 1-minute contests and then a film
Mhm.
festival and I guess that was through the Bird and
Yeah,
but
the Fe- uh, Co- International Bird Film Festival is
yeah,
the one that went on at the Bird. But yeah,
fantastic.
there's so much. This is when I was out in LA for the Veterans Writing Project. This is my group that I was assigned. These are all veterans, and they're all writers. We all served in different branches, and we all came together and we're writing either features or pilots. All five of us have something different.
Wow.
And so this is the group that I'm learning with, and then we'll pitch together.
So what did you like you were out there for 3 weeks and now you're
Mhm.
online with this group
Yep. Yep.
and
Online. Initially it started out we were online with them every week for 2.5 months. And then we switched to twice a month, and now we're on twice a month until March. But yep, these are my friends.
that's awesome. So you all share your ideas with them and they provide creative insight or how does that work?
Yeah, we all submit, they give us an assignment and they tell us like you need a one pager on your characters. Every character gets a 1 page characterization sheet. You have a week to finish it. And so then each one of us came in and did the assignment and submitted our character sheets. And then WGA members would read it and tell us how to improve our writing. And so every week we come back and they tell us how to improve it, how to do it better. And so by the time that we're done with this program, we are professional writers like a WGA writer. And so we can go into any room like a WGA writer and pitch, give our story. It's at the level that they expect in Hollywood.
Very cool. Are you moving to Hollywood?
If they'll have me. Oh, okay, this was on set. I
You're
love this,
very
Kyle.
enthusiastic.
Um, I am 260% disabled. It's not a joke. Um, that's why I'm not a chiropractor. That's a really rough job for anybody with a disability. And by the end of the day, you're passed out. It's difficult. So, I just let people know when I work with them, I'm like, doing the best I can, and I will work until I'm done.
It's like you were done there. It looks, what do you have in your mouth there?
Honestly, it's probably weed. Don't say anything.
It doesn't look like it though. I don't know what it looks
It
like.
might be a pen, but I'm pretty sure it's weed. It's a weed pen. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure.
okay. I wonder, well, that probably contributes to your tiredness. Um, and this is not Damn It Productions, even though an apostrophe means missing letters. So the IN could be missing. No, what does this mean?
No, it is damn it.
Oh, okay, okay. I
It
thought
is
I was making
damn
a
it.
joke. Okay.
Nope.
That's not that funny when
Um,
it's true.
okay. So my family is Dawn, Amanda, Merrick, and Taya. So the
Oh,
apostrophe is for the and or the I, depending on how you want to do it. But it
yeah.
is damn it. But that's my family and my peoples. So
Very cool. And tell us this page, what does it tell us here?
I don't even know. I can't read it. But
Um,
it that's me.
driver's education,
Oh yeah.
the list, and something upon it. Oh, once upon a time.
Oh yeah. Kyle, I write a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I, the driver's education was a short script that I did with the New York City Midnight Screenwriting Challenge. Um, it's like the One Night Stand with the Independent Film Coalition, very similar, but we don't make the film at the end. It's just a screenwriting competition. So
Very
they draw a genre, a topic, and a character, and um, they give you so many days and so many pages, and they say go. And then we
wow.
compete against everybody internationally, and we see where we end up. And driver's education placed last year, and so we really liked it. It's just difficult because it's drivers, and the moment you start messing with a car and video, recording in a car, it just gets difficult.
Yeah.
So you know how it is in film. It's like you
Well,
have a million
you
ideas, and they're all hard.
yeah, it's Eric Willis talked about somebody DeAndre can't think of his last name. I don't know him, but he had told him when you make something, make it like when you write, only write things you can do. Don't write
Mm-hmm.
things that are beyond your capabilities that involve a castle if unless you have access to a castle, like only
Mm-hmm.
write what you can actually make since if you're going to be a writer director. Yeah.
Writer producer is so
Yeah.
helpful. It's so helpful. Just knowing you're like, even the script that I'm writing out in LA, I know my open image we can do. I'm not putting a car into a fountain.
Yeah.
That's like doing that as a city, but LA can do it. They got the money for that. So I'm leaving it right now, knowing, who I'm pitching to, but then I also know I need to change that scene if it's coming back here so we can do something
Well,
easier.
hmm. Oh, I was going to show this, but it's not. Um, I know Todd Sheets, when he was doing a
Mm-hmm.
movie and they wanted to show a van crashing,
Mm-hmm.
he got a van that was very similar, and then he bought an actual crash footage uh, from somebody.
Um,
Because what happens is and this is me talking about things I don't really know, but let's say they film it with 4 or 5 cameras, the crash, and then they decide to use 3. Those other two that have never been
mm,
shown, I guess, can be sold. So interesting. So, I mean, you could have somebody crash, and then you just have to rent a
mm.
car that looks just like it to drive.
And then have a tow pulling it out of from above a fountain. Not, we could do that.
It could be a lot harder. Yeah. Yeah. We
Oh,
could just say it was just
but
towed. Yeah.
but it's amazingly helpful if you know what you can do and what you makes the writing a lot easier, and it really helps out the small time people that we're all trying. We don't we're not big studio bucks, and so if you can write to who's directing and who's producing, it's very helpful.
Yeah. What is the hardest part about writing? And what's the easiest part?
The easiest part is coming up with ideas. The hardest part is getting past nerves of sharing what you think, especially comedy, because I'm always afraid I'm too naughty and I'm going to offend a lot of people, which comedy does that. But you got to get past that initially. Like some people are just going to get pissed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. No, that's good. I like it. What about being a producer? When you say producer, I've learned that some producers contribute $5,000,
Mm,
$100,000.
mm,
Executive producers, I guess they call them.
mm,
And some producers are right in the middle, finding
mm.
locations, almost like a
Yep.
casting director as well. Like when you say producer, what do you mean for you?
I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I pay for the production and I've been running the production. So, um, paying for the production sucks. That's the worst. Like nobody wants to pay for their own stuff. But running and finding things, trying to find locations for cheap and props for cheap and talking to your friends and asking what they have to try and make it, that's the most fun in Hollywood. Because if you can come through for your friends on the cheap, you're going to get called back again and again and again. So if you're good at finding things, that's a really great job.
It's awesome. You're not a director. You're everything but a
No,
director. Why not a
no,
director?
I'm a director too.
Oh, are you?
Forever.
Okay. Did I say director?
Oh, that one's not yet. It's still in reproduction, so that's why
Okay.
it
Tell
doesn't
me
count yet.
what have you directed then? I didn't know you did that.
We did a comedy short in November. We filmed it. Um, October maybe. It is a short called Praying for Pray. It's praying with an A for pray with E. And the concept is a pastor in a single Christian group um, tries to get out, get his three women in a relationship, and an eligible bachelor walks in, and all hell breaks loose in the name of holy matrimony. And so it's three women and a man and a pastor.
And they're all
So
interested in the man. Is that the problem?
what's Trevor Martin? Do you come on? Trevor's on wonderful. Like, of course they'd like him. So yeah, and they all fight for him.
That's good. And
So
I hope the winner gets the prize of a new
the
man.
winner, yeah,
Excellent.
the winner gets the prize, which apparently is Trevor. I don't like, don't tell his wife, but apparently. Um, so we did that, and it's in pre-production, and because I have mentors out in Hollywood, I sent that short out to them and to have them check it and make sure it was as good as we could do it. And they wrote back and said, you better have the next thing, the feature or the next thing written for festivals. So I wrote the next thing in preparation for the festivals. But I decided that we're just going to produce it here. And it's a TV series instead of a feature, but it's going to be called Unholy Matrimony.
I love it. I love it. So I have a series meaning for years and years or just like a limited series?
No, if you it goes back into very similar to like Married with Children, Home
Gotcha.
Improvement type of comedy show where it goes on and just
Awesome.
every day we have another problem.
Awesome. Awesome. A totally different question. If you've watched the show, you'll know that almost everybody gets this question. You've lived in north of Kansas City 14 years. You've been here for 6, 7 months, but
Yeah.
you've traveled here a lot because I met you on set in Kansas City,
Hmm.
Missouri, and I've seen you at IFCKC events. Um, so one person, they're coming from Iowa. One of your family's coming from Iowa, and they said, I'll go anywhere in Kansas City, in Missouri or Kansas. I want the best barbecue, but I'm only going to go to one restaurant. Where are you going to take them?
Oh God, you're listen, because I've only really been down for 6 months. Terrible. And barbecue, I do it.
You can change it. What's your favorite restaurant if you don't have a lot of
Okay,
barbecue experience?
you don't eat barbecue,
Oh
so
no.
that's the problem.
Oh,
But
okay.
listen, if you're gonna do anything, this is the plug I'm due. Go to the Bird Comedy Club and order Grubhub.
All right.
They got the best
Excellent.
bar in town, and we love the Bird Comedy Club.
Excellent.
So
Um, what do you think makes somebody good at something?
passion, that's all you need. You don't need talent. You don't need nepotism. You don't need anything. If you love what you're doing, that's all you're going to want to do, and you'll eventually get really good at it.
That's great. What are you most proud of that you've done? I can't remember if I asked you that or not. I was thinking about it.
Mm. Um, the fact that when my son, um, when he was given to us, and nobody knows what you're given when you're given children, um, had no idea where my life was going, and I just threw it to the wind, and that is the road less traveled, and it made all the difference.
Can you explain that a little bit more? Just
Um, I didn't expect, like, I expected to be at Little League baseball games growing up. I expected basketball, ball, and climbing trees and bringing snakes in my house and stuff like that. I didn't end up with that. I ended up with a little boy that hung out in his own little world, playing video games and being on a tablet. And it's not the world I expected at all. But I'm here chasing Hollywood, which is the most beautiful thing in my world. Love this. Um, no idea that this was what my life gonna be, but I ran after it, and it's really awesome.
sounds good. Sound like you really influenced and helped shape your life in a way that you ended
Mhm.
up where you are now with your goals you have now.
Yeah, it's really cool how things work out.
What do you think motivates you to want to be a part of, movie making, films?
It's multiple. I like the challenge of going after something really, really hard. I figured if I was sitting on my butt on a farm, I'm going to go after the hardest thing in the world, which will keep me occupied for a really long time. I was right. But my son, just wanting to, I want the world to be a safe place for everybody. I want the world to see everybody, give everybody a chance, and just know that just because we're different, we look different, we act different, none of it matters. We all have a place and we all make the world special.
Excellent. Have you acted in a movie before?
Yes.
What did you act?
Shorts.
What did you act
Um,
in? What shorts?
uh,
Or
well,
how
I was in
many?
my, okay, listen, um, uh, probably a dozen by now,
You've
but
been in a
I'm not
dozen
like you.
shorts?
I'm not, yeah, like a dozen shorts or so. But I'm not like you. I'm not like that. This is acting is my thing. I fill in when we don't have somebody or, just Like if I can find a professional actor, I put them in first because that's
Gotcha.
not me.
Okay. So you're more like, okay, Susie didn't show up. She's supposed to be the
Yep,
waitress, like that kind of stuff.
yep, yep. I
Okay.
guess I'm doing it today. Let's do this. So,
And you've been in about a dozen of those. Wow. How long have you been
mhm.
doing this? It's longer than I realized.
Nope, 3 years.
3 years. You've
3 years.
just been prolific on it. You,
I work 80 hours a week. I'm not kidding about it. This is all I do. This is the
wow.
love of life. I mean, if I have to take a shower, I'm be kind of pissed unless I'm thinking about a store.
Yeah.
So it's just, this is only that all I want to do. I pay.
Wow. So whenever you look back about do you write down your projects first off? I write down all my projects. I have everything organized. So it makes it where I can go back and if I say I've been in 9 of these, or if I say I've been in 25 features and 20 short films, I mean I can say here it is. These are the 20, these are the 20, you know.
Um, no, not with acting because I don't care about acting that much,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we did do lists for because a lot of times we do the film showcases like the Glenwood where people will take that out and they sell tickets for their all their different works and stuff. So I was looking at that, and I have like over 2 hours of films and stuff just with shorts that
Yeah.
I've been a part of in some capacity in the past 3 years. 2 hours. I like that I don't have the number, I have the total running time.
That's okay. That's good. That's good. All right,
I think
so
it's
at
fun.
5 minutes and then three 1 minutes. It's 8 minutes of time. Uh, I guess like you kind of talked about being inspired by your son to start this process. What do you think is going to keep you going? Like, what is it like? Because I realized that was what motivated you to get started, but like, it's like there's a lot of people that start writing a book and never finish. What motivates you to continue?
Um, the army, I think going through I keep changing my light. I'm sorry guys.
Yeah, okay.
Um
More
because
interesting right now.
I went into the army like I knew I was not fit for the army when I went in. I knew I was not the type of person to be running and doing all that kind of stuff, but I was like, I'm going to give it my best. And I did. And they broke me immediately. And so when you come across something that you really wanted, oh, Kyle, I wanted the United States government to make me their tool. I wanted it. Like, put me in as a CIA, make me an operative. Let's do this. And I failed. And when you fail at something you really wanted to do, you don't like that feeling and you never want to repeat it. And so I work my butt off to never feel like a failure.
But you were in the army for a while.
Not really. No. 14
Well,
months.
okay, 14 months, that's longer. Like when you first were saying, I thinking you didn't get out of boot camp.
Oh, I didn't get out of boot camp. No, I literally did not get out of boot camp. I broke my foot within a week because my feet are two different sizes. And once that broken foot healed, then I ended up with an appendicitis because
Oh my
and
goodness.
they oh yeah, and they screwed up the surgery. And so now I'm 260% disabled.
Wow. You know, this is not trying to pile on that, but
Yes.
I know someone that talked about like years ago, the National Guard, they never got called up like they have the last 15 years. Um, and he talked about he was a veteran and they were shocked whenever they look at his paperwork that he was a veteran because he was only in the reserves. He, the very last week of basic training, got hurt somehow
Mm-hmm.
and then had to be in a hospital for a week or two and then got cleared. And after another week or two, went back through. And in the end, whatever the mark was, he made it by like 2 days. Like I don't know what it was, like 180, and he was like 182 active duty because
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
going through.
Yeah, 182. That's perfect because 6 months and 2 days, you need to be a
Yeah,
veteran. Six
yeah.
months, you need to be a
I'm
veteran.
almost
Yep.
positive that was the number because it was
Mhm.
two over.
Perfect.
And so he qualified for all the veteran stuff.
Mhm.
Whenever, if he just would have gone through and not gotten hurt, I think he broke his arm or something, but they kept
Yeah.
him. there.
Can't
I
push him
said
over.
broke his arm. It's been too long. I don't remember what he did, but he got cleared and then went right back through it. And so he just had that time where
Mhm.
no one
Yep.
else who was in the reserve only would have been able to do
Mhm.
what he did. Um,
Mhm.
so that's good.
Kind of the same thing. I went in, was injured. They put me into rehab, and then I went back into basic, and then appendicitis. So they threw me back in, and by the time they realized they screwed up the surgery, I was a veteran.
Wow.
And then 7 months in a hospital, and they discharged me, and here we are.
Jeez. So what was the surgery, if I can ask? You got me interested.
Appendicitis. They removed my appendix, but army doctors are terrible. Those are the people that get kicked out of actual practice,
Wow.
go into the
Wow.
military. I say this as a
Wow.
doctor, so don't judge me.
So you were still able to become a chiropractor.
Yep. Hmm.
How long did you practice as a chiropractor before going into farm?
Um, well, okay, so when I was in school, and going through a professional program like that is nasty. And so I was halfway through, so I was about $125,000 in debt
Wow.
with student loans, and I had to have brain surgery.
Oh my God.
And so they told me to quit, and I was like, dude, I have too much debt. I don't know what McDonald's you worked for, but that don't work for me.
Yeah.
And so I kept going after brain surgery, and then I opened a practice, and I had to have brain surgery again when I was in practice.
Oh my goodness.
And so, and I took 2 weeks off after brain surgery and went back into practice, take care of other people with lesser conditions. And
Wow.
so I sold the practice at that point and just decided to stay at home with my son.
Wow. But you still have all that knowledge and understanding,
Mhm.
and you can
Yeah,
pop my back anytime you see me from now on.
call me. Like I've got a table at my house now and I'm in town.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
legit. Yeah.
Wow. Are you still licensed?
Yep. Oh, I'm not giving it up. There's no way.
Awesome.
You don't know the economy.
Wow. So
And
what
because I have my sorry,
oh no, no, I
because I
just
have
didn't
my
know.
license.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
You sure?
I'm sure. I'm sorry. I
I
was
know.
excited.
I know, me too. So, because I kept my license, I'm going out to California in February. There's a streaming network called Vet TV. Have you heard of them?
Mm-mm.
It is a short comedy about veterans in the military doing what veterans do best, dumb stuff. And um, they do it's TV, it's short comedy, and so I'm going out in February as a medical consultant for one of they're doing a battle labs where they're going to test equipment with veterans.
You know, one
So
thing that I truly like about you, Amanda, is I feel like you are just incredibly honest. I mean, because you could have just answered, I was in the military 14 months and I would have taken it and it would have been true, but you added more detail to make what you view as a more honest answer. And I just admire you for that. You're not trying to be something you're not. I really like it.
yeah, thank you. Hey, I like who I am. I'm like going through all the struggles and stuff. Like at the time when you're going through all your hardships and you're like, dude, this world is unfair. Sucks. I don't want to be here no more. Why is this happening to me? You got to wait because that's what stories teach us is you don't find out why until the third act. The end of the movie, you understand the reason. But hold on, keep going, and you'll find the reason later. Keep running. It'll make
Wow.
sense.
Hey, what makes you stand out compared to other writers, producers?
Um, Grit. I don't know. I mean, I assume other people have grit too, but I'm a dog bone on a bone because I don't want anything else. I'm going. Um, every person I meet out in Hollywood is like, it's like meeting Steven Spielberg. It's the most exciting thing in the world. And so that's the only thing I want to be and the only thing I want to do. And I've got a long life ahead of me. And as a disabled person, you can do that job on your butt, right? And so it's job security.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing that you've done so far? Your favorite experience? With all the movie stuff and the writing, what's been your favorite experience?
My favorite experience was writing Only Grand. And then with the IFC, it was my very first time writing. I went 2 years messing around with the IFC and competitions trying to get my footing where someone would allow me to write. And so I finally was allowed to write. And the very first thing I wrote, we won audience race. Everybody in the theater voted for us.
Wow.
That is so rewarding to say, okay, maybe you're not crazy. Maybe you can do this. That's
What,
so.
hey, what advice would you give to your younger self? And it doesn't have to be about acting. Just what advice would you give to yourself when you were 17? What would you have said?
Run harder, go fast, chase your dreams as much as you possibly can. You know where they're going to take you. But believe in yourself because you got it. You're all that you need and you're amazing. Go see what you can do.
What advice would you give someone who wants to start writing?
Don't think about it, do it. Also, there are free writing programs. Don't let money stop you from following your dreams. There are ways to achieve everything. So if you think the door is closed, you just have to look hard enough, keep looking, going, but believe in yourself and just don't let anything stop you from what you know to be true to you.
Wow. What would be your thought of the day if I were to say, what's your thought of the day? What do you think of?
How fucking amazing it is to be in Kansas City. Sorry.
It's
Um,
okay. It's okay. It's not made for
I know,
kids.
I know, I know, I know from the other ones that you're like, I'll beep you, it's fine. Um, and so being in Missouri is amazing. Being in Kansas City is awesome. Like the network we have down here with our friends and is huge. Network 4,000 people in Kansas City alone. And then we're doing each other's projects and helping others' dreams. And I've never met more cool people than I have right here in Kansas City. And so I love Kansas City. I love you guys. I'm so happy to be here. He's out in LA.
Hey, so where did you live in Iowa? Were you small town Iowa or Des Moines?
Um,
Basically, I view Des Moines as the only city. It's not
is
exactly
this
true,
always
but from my perspective, that's what I view it as.
um no, yeah, I wasn't from Des Moines. I was a small farm town. It had 20,000 people. So from compared to Kansas City, that's really super small. But we had a
Is,
mall.
is that where you went to
Oh, but
chiropractic school?
um no, chiropractic school is in Davenport, Iowa, on the
Davenport.
river.
Wow,
And
way
so
up
yeah.
north.
Mhm. Yep.
835 goes up there.
Yep. Yep.
You can get a
That's literally
straight
it goes right
shot.
past my house.
Yeah.
Went right past the farm. So it was super easy to go in and out of town.
Wow, very cool. Anything that you were planning on answering that I didn't ask you that might be helpful?
Mhm. I want to know what you're doing next.
What I'm doing next is I'm going to have shoulder surgery in a
Mhm.
week and a half, and I'm going to take off from acting for about 2 months.
Okay.
And then I'm in a feature with Robbie Lopez, a werewolf in traffic. And then I'm in something with Jacob Collings and Will Carter's going to be the director um,
Yeah, I love Will.
on like a sheriff or a police officer. Oh well, I'm either a police chief or a sheriff. I don't recall. but I'm kind of an idiot, so it's actually a good role for me.
No,
What do you have? What do you have going on next?
well, the only reason I was asking is because I need Jensen for my TV series for my comedy.
You need what?
A gentleman to play
Oh,
my the next Abe to. So
all right. I'll talk to you after.
heck yeah, because you'd be perfect for it, and like you can act and stuff. Like I can't do the part.
All right. Well, hey, thank you for coming on the show. I truly
Mhm.
appreciate talking with you.
Yeah, oh gosh, I don't see you enough. You know that, right? We gotta hang out more and see each other more and make more project together.
You're very nice. Thank you.